Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Opoyemi Goddess. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning to my channel. I really love you guys and I celebrate you as always. So today guys, I'll be sharing practical steps to loving yourself and basically, how to love yourself, how to accept yourself, and just how to appreciate yourself unconditionally. So let's get started. So guys, first things first, in order to love yourself, unconditionally, in order to, accept yourself unconditionally, you need to understand that you're unique and you're special, because it's very, very difficult for us to accept, the truth, because it's the truth. You're unique, you're special. There's really nobody else like you. You're one of a kind. And it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say, but it's so difficult to come to that reality. It's so difficult, I must tell you. It's so difficult to come to that reality that truly you're unique, truly you're special, truly there's nobody else like you, and you're just one, of a kind. So you need to come to that realization that truly you're special. You need to understand that in your own way you're beautiful. You may not look like the next person might not look like you may not talk like the next person, you may not sing like the next person, you may not even talk, behave, sing, dance, or generally just behave like someone that you really adore, someone you're looking up to. And this will just tell you that you're unique, you're different, and you're just special. So you need to accept your uniqueness. Yes, that's the first way you can actually, love yourself unconditionally. You need to accept your uniqueness. You need to accept the fact that you are different. Yes, you're different from every other person, on this planet. So that's the first thing. You need to realize that you're different, you're special, you're unique, and you need to accept, that truth about yourself, that you're not like the next person to you, and you would never behave like the next person to you, because you're just unique, you're different. And I want to believe that that's really the first step to, accepting yourself, fully loving yourself, and just accepting your features, your attributes, your traits, those special things about you, accepting those things, those attributes, which are lovely by the way, because your attributes would definitely not be the same as the next person to you. So that just simply tells you that you're so unique, you're so special. So accept that reality that you're unique and you're special. So that is really the first, the first step, the first way to fully accept yourself. So secondly guys, I also believe that you have to choose yourself first. Like I say it every time, this is more or less like my mantra. You have to choose yourself first. A lot of us have learned to always choose other people. Over the years, we've learned to put other people first. Like before you think of yourself, you have to think of other people. We've been taught to be selfless. Do you understand? We've been taught to be selfless. Before you even take care of yourself, you have to take care of other people. And this is something that I've had to deal with, over time. I've always put other people first, before me. Over time, I've come to realize that you need to put yourself first. Even the Bible says that you should love your neighbor as yourself, meaning that you must have loved yourself first before you can love your neighbor as yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how are you expected to love your neighbor? Seriously. So it comes from a place of choosing and loving yourself first, and then other people would follow. So I know a lot of people might see this as being selfish. People might say, "Oh, that's an act of selfishness. Like, why would you always put yourself first and then other people would follow?" For me, I just feel like that's the proper way it should be. Take care of yourself first, because if you're not putting yourself first, how would you be in a better position to take care of other people? So imagine if I'm not like taking care of myself, if I'm not like looking out for myself first, if I keep taking care of others but then I don't take care of myself, how am I going to be able to give myself fully to other people? If it's just like not investing in yourself. You're not investing in yourself, you're investing in other people. How over time, how are you supposed to keep investing in other people? Because you would run out of that investment. It's just like pouring from an empty cup. Because even if your cup is full at the moment, if you keep pouring and pouring and pouring out to other people without refilling yourself, to get to a point that you would have nothing to even pour to other people. I don't know if that example is, quite explanatory. If, for instance, if I have a glass of water and I keep pouring that water, into somebody else's cup, for instance, I keep pouring, pouring, and pouring without refilling my own cup or my own jar or my own glass or my own bottle, wherever I'm pouring from, if I'm not, refilling that vessel where I'm pouring from, over time, my vessel, my jar, my cup, my glass, my container, whatever it is, over time it would become empty. So that's why you have to put yourself, first. And putting yourself first doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're selfish or you're not necessarily looking out for others. No, it just means that your own priority is yourself, and then others will follow. It's just like having a scale of preference. I remember in economics we were taught, this scale of preference thing, meaning that even out of all the important things in your life, you might have a list of important, for instance, okay, you have a list of important things you want to buy. Out of all the important things you want to buy, for instance, some things will still be like super important, extra important, more important. So that's the way I say it. So regardless of the number of people that you really need to look out for, you should always come first on the list. Take care of yourself first. You cannot keep, pouring from an empty cup. I just made, an illustration of a full cup that keeps pouring without refilling itself. Over time the cup will become empty. So learn to always put yourself first. That's another way that you can truly love yourself and accept yourself. You have to choose yourself first. I had to learn this the hard way. Choose yourself first. Make yourself a priority. Seriously, just make yourself a priority. So another thing you also have to consider, if you're like on a journey to self-discovery, self-acceptance, and self-love, you also have to appreciate how you look. I know this is something that a lot of people deal with, even for people who do not really love themselves, especially for women. I really don't know about men, but I know for women who really do not love themselves, if you dig deeper, it's always like associated with maybe the way they look, or maybe their stature, or maybe their weight, or their complexion. Generally, I know that it has to do with their outward appearance. So you have to just love how you look, seriously. And I've mentioned it earlier, you are not like the other person. Stop comparing yourself with the other person. You cannot necessarily look like the other person, the next person. The next person might be dark skinned, you might be light skinned, and it could be the other way around. The next person can be short, you might be tall, or the other way around. The next person might be rich, you might be just comfortable. I just want to use all these instances, to buttress my point that you can never be like that other person. And this is just because you're unique, you're special. I just want you to realize that you're just special. So appreciate how you look. You want, for instance, I say this like a lot of times, especially in recent times. I've been like bold enough to share this a lot, and this is the fact that when I was growing up, I never liked my eyes and I never liked my lips. I mean, these two features were the features that I battled with as a teenager. I just never liked how they looked. I felt that if I had like smaller lips, if I had smaller eyes, I would look more beautiful. But the funny thing is, the same features that I didn't like while growing up, you know, it's the same features that people like see when they meet me, first. Like they're like, oh, you've got lovely eyes, blah blah blah. People get to compliment these same features that I never liked. And I don't know, until I started like appreciating these features, until I started loving these features, I struggled a lot with, with low self-esteem. I struggled a lot with self-love. If you want to love yourself, if you want to come to a position where you would love yourself unconditionally, you have to accept the way you look. Seriously, it's your look, it is not the next person's look. These are your features, and they're not the next person's features. So they are unique. These features are unique, and you need to know that God doesn't make mistakes. So the fact that God created you to look exactly like this, like the way you look, it means that that's a perfect way for you to look. So and then the truth is, you can always enhance your looks with probably makeup, or even the way you dress, the hairstyle you wear. There are several ways that you can actually like boost or enhance, your outward appearance. So you don't necessarily have to hate how you look. I mean, you don't even have to hate how you look. Love yourself, love your body, love how you look, but then you can always enhance it. You can boost it. You can do a lot of things by wearing makeup, using accessories, dressing properly for your stature, your body type, and a lot of other things that you can do just to enhance how you look. But it comes from a place of loving your body first, loving your features. For me, I had to come to terms with the fact that my lips would definitely not become smaller overnight. My eyes would definitely not become smaller. They would always be this big, and I love them. I love these features. I really love them. And I don't even, at this point, I don't even want to have smaller eyes. I don't want to have smaller lips. I really, really love how I look. So please just appreciate your physical features, and even your non-physical features. I mean, features that people don't even get to see, but you know about those features. Appreciate them, value them, love those features. So guys, another way you can love yourself unconditionally, a way that you can accept yourself unconditionally, is to please ensure that you don't have toxic people in your life, in your circle, or just around you. And this is just because toxic people would always make you feel less of yourself. Like people who don't love themselves, people who don't value themselves, people who have not like come to terms with themselves would pour the same vibe, towards you. They will kind of influence you. So make sure that the people you have around you are not toxic people. You don't want to have toxic people around you, guys. This will not help you, especially because you're trying to love yourself. You're on this journey to self-acceptance, self-love, and even self-discovery. So make sure that the people you have around you are positive-minded people, people who will tell you that you're beautiful. I mean, I had friends that would literally tell me, babe, I love your eyes, I love your lips. Like, can I just have big eyes like yours? Can I just have big lips like yours? So make sure that the people you have around you are people who love you and who would keep telling you that you're beautiful, especially if you're battling with, low self-esteem, if you don't like your body, you don't like your features, your physical features. You need friends who would always tell you that you're beautiful, friend who would never body shame you. So you need people who are positive minded around you. You need people that will never body shame you. It's just like if you're like overweight and then all your friends are slim, that is definitely not a problem. You all cannot be overweight, and of course you all cannot be slim. There would always be variety. But imagine your slim friends body shaming you for being overweight. So make sure that the friends you have around you are not the type of friends that will keep shaming you, and it might not even be body shaming you. Whatever it is that you're battling with, even if it is I don't know, whatever it is, guys, it might not necessarily be physical features now. It might be maybe personal struggles. So if you have friends who will keep shaming you for your personal struggles because they have the privilege, of knowing your personal struggles. So if they keep like shaming you for your personal struggles, maybe it's even related to finances, for career struggles, marital struggles, financial struggles, because they know the struggles of yours and then they keep shaming you, then you don't need those kind of friends around you. So you really need to stay clear of toxic people. Make sure that your friends, the people in your circle, the people who influence what you do and how you behave, make sure that these people are not toxic people. That is definitely very key if you want to love yourself unconditionally. Lastly, guys, I want to talk about celebrating yourself or rewarding yourself. I reward myself every time. I reward myself every time. We tend to, and this is definitely because we tend to wait on other people to reward us. We tend to wait on other people to celebrate us. You just passed an exam, you're waiting for maybe your friend or your partner, to celebrate you, to scream for joy. Have you thought of screaming for joy for yourself? Have you thought of celebrating yourself? Why wait for other people to celebrate you? We want other people to reward us, you know? We've given other people a lot of power. Have you thought of celebrating yourself? For those little achievements, celebrate yourself, reward yourself. And that is really how you can love yourself. Just celebrate the achievement. I mean, celebrate your little steps. Celebrate those little steps. Celebrate those little achievements. So don't forget, like I said, you need to appreciate yourself, appreciate your physical features, and even your non-physical features. Don't forget that you should always surround yourself with positive minded people, people who would encourage you to do better, people who would never shame you for your struggles. Really, you should also understand that you're unique, you're special, you're one of a kind, and there's really nobody else like you. And please celebrate yourself, celebrate your little achievements, reward your little achievements, hype yourself. You should be your number one cheerleader. You should be your number one, fan. Look into the mirror and just cheer that person in the mirror. Cheer the person on, celebrate that person you're seeing in the mirror. And I just feel like these tips will really help you. I've really, really, benefited from maximizing these tips I've shared, because I was once in that situation that I just never liked myself. I didn't see myself as someone I could like. Imagine, I didn't see myself as being likable or being lovable. But over time, I've really come to, the realization that nobody would like me, more than I do. So I really need to love myself first before others can love me. And it's my duty to love myself. Nobody will love me on my behalf. Really. Nobody will love me on my behalf. It's my job. I need to love myself. I need to accept myself. And this is what I've been doing, and it's really been a great thing. Seriously. It's been a great thing. So guys, this will really help you, to fully love and accept yourself unconditionally. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to click on the notification bell so you always be notified whenever I put up videos on my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.